Hello again. It's time for Uncle Jeff's Easy Peasy English. And today we're looking at adverbs of frequency. For example, I always drink a cup of tea when I'm making these videos. I sometimes drink a cup of coffee. I never drink a glass of soya milk. Would you like some more examples? Okay, have a look at these. So, adverbs of frequency, to describe how often we do something. Here are some adverbs of frequency: always, sometimes, hardly ever, usually, often. We don't pronounce the T, we say often. Some people say often, but most British English say often. So often, never, rarely. Okay, where do you put them on our line? Let's go for the top, always. I always have a cup of tea when I'm making the videos. I never have a glass of soya milk. So always is 100%, never is 0%. Where would you put the other words? So we've got rid of always, we've got rid of never. What about sometimes, hardly ever, usually, often and rarely? Where would you put them on that line? I'll give you a few seconds to think about it. And while you're thinking, I'll drink some more tea. Okay, let's see if your ideas are the same as mine. Where have you placed sometimes? My idea is about here, sometimes. Hardly ever? Very, very close to never. Hardly ever. Might give hardly ever 5%. Might give sometimes 30%. What about usually? Usually. It's very high. Usually, probably around 90%. It's something you do very often. Let's do 90% for usually. Often. What about often? Correct. Somewhere in here. Often. I often eat a cake with my cup of tea. Not always, not never, but often, because I like cake. So often. We could have that around 70%, I guess. And the last one, rarely. I would go very, very close to hardly ever. Let's put rarely in here. You could argue that these two could be interchangeable, but let's go rarely at 10%. So, I always drink tea. I usually get up early. I often have a slice of cake with my afternoon tea. I sometimes drink coffee. I rarely go to the cinema. I hardly ever go swimming. And I never drink soya milk. So there we are. English grammar, adverbs of frequency, easy peasy. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time on Uncle Jeff's Easy Peasy English. You see, I always have a cup of tea when I'm making videos. Bye-bye for now. See you next time.